Landmass is Atlas. Some say I'm batshit crazy, but that's the masses for you. Can you blame the people? Most been trained to be feeble, tame sheeple by the evil who means to keep you cashless in the fastest society. Where the vax and the mass are the blame for the dying spree. You the root race, they medieval. Eat the cheap food they feed you or read through these fools. Restorer or rebel. Can't play God unless acquainted with the devil. Polarity you choose, acquainted with its level. Frequency, distance is an illusion. So please unveil the confusion. Look beyond the shadow of the late and hollow years. See the far and distant lands where tomorrow appears. Put it in perspective. Decision of each being the latest, most accurate vision of peace. Where each one teach one to reach one, freeze one from under the trees and stump of the impeached one. Remember, all skin folk are not kinfolk. While I hold a sword in my left hand, I write a pen to pen quotes. Word to see Lord L. I'ma be more hell to these foreigners till they leave our air, land, and seashore and sell their asses right back across that aqua. Screw y'all's dishonorable dogma. Something proper with no lube. The past 25 years I've been the son of solitude. The oil that fused my chakras is cruel. Love my people towards the evils. I'm heartless and rude. Firstborn of Inkle, the dawn of the twinkle. Twinkle little sun, I got bright and I could think too. I blink through a wrinkle in time. Rip Van Winkle and rhyme. And my shit stink too. Can link you to source. Yes, you rather have AI sink you. I not only know the ledge, I'm on the brink too. They want to extinct you. Your essence is viable. Crimes against humanity, no oppressors liable. They try to write on my recital, yet my presence vital as the session's title. Welcome to the seventh cycle. The heart of man is as the sun. The reception order for the divine ray of spiritual intuition descended unto man. The brain of man is as the moon, the source of human intellect. The body of man is the earthly vehicle. Let the sun impregnate the moon, or let the spiritual fire prompt the human intellect. And let the result fructify in the womb of a purified body. And you will develop the son of the sun, the quintessence, the stone of the wise, true wisdom, and perfect happiness. I teach you all. The human heart cries out for help. The human soul implores us for deliverance. But we do not hear their cries, for we neither hear nor understand. But the man who hears and understands we call crazy and flee from him. This is a call to my ancestors. Rid the land of damn settlers. Turn our signs to hand gestures. Whether we feeling the man's pressure. Sun store each clan better. Planting the devil to stand the weather. It's a must we band together. Put that on Abraham and Esther. From Castilians to conquistadors. Iberians and traitorous Moors. Didn't arrive as friends to us, whether as slavers, invaders, or disguised traders. Missionaries, Islamic Christians with dictionaries. No mutual goal to coexist. Those warships in our tributaries. Military tactics to test shores. Foreigners have no respect for treaties and oath. I expect more from those who want to conquest except war. They didn't bring women during the invasions. The minds were on rape, miscegenations, the spread of mis and disinformation, which manufactured the miseducation of the soul. Carter G. Bush, Robert Taylor Holmes, Marcy and Brooklyn, projects and hoods, while we were pushed in Cali to Florida. Hardly cushion. It's like the terrorists, never ending shipment of American Indians from Belize to the Caribbean. Gives I shot this sheriff meaning. Shut my field can be read, no book. Flows in my veins were prepared with no hook. Behind the back pass with flair, no look. This beef is rare, get fed, no cook. We're peaceful people, they call us animals. Truth of the matter, they were cannibals. Practice unclean religious rites. Evidence tangible, check the annals. I bring heat, this beast flammable. Feel free to critique this canonical. If your brain's deeply manacled, release or get treated damnable. Used to be Hannibal, I talk black hole. Fighting the line out, the cheese back with bulk. That's big muscle drip up to tussle with Uncle Sam, big brother and his clique. I put that on Abraham and Esther. It's so much we band together. Black and the devil just stand the weather. Sound strong, each clan better. Whether we feeling the man's pressure. Turn our signs to hand gestures. Rid the land of the damn settlers. This is a call to my ancestors. Based on real life. Nothing like the old school. High vibrations is what it feels like. Nothing like the old school. This goes way back. Before I was knee deep out in them streets, ganging it. Like the old prison and that old crazy mess. This is what really makes me me, y'all, at its core. So check it out. I arrived in 1970. August 14th, to be precise, eldest son, firstborn of 5, alive as the Christ. Had sunny days, just like I had spooky nights, which accounts for my old lows and my newly heights. Childhood, not of the norm. Excellence, how I perform. Deep down, I was mad, that's why now I bring the storm. Memorize Psalms and other passages of scriptures after learning the Quran to fend off the jin's whispers. It was like my mother and father tried to hide us from the Pontius Pilates, King Herods, and other outsiders. No celebrating holidays, kept away from ungodly ways of playing games, calling names the cost of what folly paid. I'm saying you wouldn't believe such discipline, wishing to make friends with the neighborhood children. But it was like wish again from early on was taught I was different, not better, just gifted. There's a big difference. Had telescopes, microscopes, chemistry sets, books, maps, paints, carpentry tools, wrote poems not yet known as raps. Learned alphabets and mathematics from my mama. Learned meditation and martial arts from my father. Watch my uncles create music, show I beat drums, play keyboards with my dad, the guitar he strum, didn't consume pork nor beef. I would eat plums, not knowing this was part of who I would become. True story. This is based on real life. It's before all this, like jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of light. High vibrations, it's what it feels like. True story. This is based on real life. This before all of jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of life. High vibrations. Now around it feels like 1982 was no longer separated from the outside world off the porch. Yeah, I made it. First noticed her standing in my b-boy stance. Leapt at the chance and began to break dance on wooden floors. I got sore from the workout. It was me, Chili T, my man Shabazz Muhammad, and Phil G. When I met her on 93rd, next Jeffrey Manor, master of all crews, was written on my banner. The manner of my approach. Yo, I rocked her. World with backspins, atomic flares, and helicopters, hella proper. Guys that were awesome, tried to get fresh. Up at Basma and on commercial, attempted to test a bus moves on linoleum. Loved her on cardboard, roughed it off on concrete with combinations I had stored. Poured my heart into her around the time I met Dula Yusef Rashid, Stony Island Park, CVS, school, the battleground, found passion. Another element turned my heart into graffiti, evidence of being present. Taggers united together, network of writers who most times put all-nighters. True riders, 1987, we were kings of the line. Won the epic war with sass on the dead rhyme. My guys, Dickie, Tron, advance, plain sound, and vanish. I do this for you and the true TUT claim it's the bandits. True story, it's based on real life. This before all the jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of light. High vibrations, that's what it feels like. True story, based on real life. This before all of jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of life. High vibrations is what it feels like. Let's clear this up. I am the great matriarchs, give to America, rare, uncut, sun-complected, yet deemed wretched of the earth. Though my old blood's majestic, shall shed the most rejected. Nevertheless, check the record of my birth. Never read a book for knowledge of myself. The silence I felt, not from waters of wealth, but from rawness of my breath. I receive meditatively. My mother and father educated me of the faith creatively. I've walked through a few schools of thought. The truth is art. It has no cause, yet the cause of everything think falsehood is law, yet they manifest of right. Once the darkness comes to light, these words Timothy didn't write. That didn't quite shit well. You're the king of y'all when it comes to fiction hell. Truth is stranger, y'all. I came to y'all to bring the fault of a government that's been de facto and the enemy of so-called black folks. I make sure being realistic and admitted. How's it we've allowed this shit from go defiant out? Cryptic, y'all complicit in spirit with their metaphors. Metaphysics also makes me America's curse. I'm not in competition with men or women. I'm defending my household from those who are pretending. Garbed and skinned the same as us, taking up the same name as us, who attempt to claim the same rank as us. Y'all be satisfied with societies like Westworld, where Bernard's really Arnold. Dolores is your best girl. Universal soldier, our robot is now the task force. The vast passport is on its own crash course. With or without y'all, I'ma own my road and bring fire upon them. That's on my soul. Y'all waiting for the Galactic Federation to come save y'all. Another United Nations site out to further enslave y'all.
And this primordial realm, I'll tell you what, she has some younger children in a nutshell. One like Marduk, which is known as Marduk in one mythology, which is known as Amun Ra in another mythology, which is known as Yahweh in another mythology, which is known as Zeus in another mythology. She had these younger gods and went to war with her and one of her consorts called Kingu, which was one of her earlier sons and her consorts. She went to war with them, and they went to war with Tiamat, and these primordial gods, this primordial god was defeated by her son, Marduk, Zeus, Amun Ra, or Yahweh, or any of the male deities. So that male deity destroyed the mother principle.
I'm in my own zone, within my own home. I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. On long going in for the wind, ozone, 10 toes strong, closed doors are opening, siphoning, my own tone, microphoning, my own song, on my own right and my own wrong. My own masters, have my own master, in debt to my own loan. I'm in my own zone, within my own home. I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. I'm in my own zone, from the hip to the thigh bone, from the lip to the microphone. I'm like a disciple stone, yet much larger than this fleshly vessel, more like an architectural lecture with its trestle board. Polished and tougher, I embraced the struggle, broke free from the dome, I escaped the bubble. They say trust the signs of somebody's line. Try my patience, I'm aligned with Mother Nature, find these agents of this dying matrix. I'm in my own zone, within my own home. I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. Since 1970, there I was born. Robert Taylor's 92nd Axis, Buckingham to one. First Sister Claire Muhammad School, then fellowship Christian Academy. Just before I went public, still stuck with so adamantly. Spark from the infinite, see the sun unequivalent, the imminent instrument of the imminent village and militant. Break it down in increments, rid the land of immigrant, misogynist and feminist. Restore the innocent, half-rich of Indians, round pegs and square holes, kindred spirits and rare souls. Discard the scarecrows, better yet, the straw man, pebbleboard rhetoric of the law man. It was us Europeans saw and ever since squatted on our land. Slaughtered our clans, charted our sands, auctioned us through birth certificates, social security, bartered our branches, census, or the dog's rolls, religious books, or lost scrolls. Everywhere we turn, crossroads, to we learn or more is most mode. I'm not talking Morse code. Purged the family tree, they infected the bloodlines of the autochthonous niche, brought with them disease, their pale-faced, traffic made tags, Gregorian calendar, holidays, turned the rainbow to a gay flag. They made treaties with tribes they recognized federally and ethnically. They were in cahoots with the Iroquois Confederacy. It's my destiny, along with the ancient ones, to return for everything they owe. I don't mean government-sanctioned funds. I got other artistic notions of mine, that's high flown, because the land's fly blown. Look for me in a cyclone. Great spirit, quick in my bones. I'm a true and living soul, son of the great matriarch. My heart glistening gold. Everyone wants to walk in the sun with her, but she'll run to the one who will dance in the rain for her until it's done. I'm in my own zone, within my own home. I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. on long going in for the wet ozone. 10 toes strong, closed doors are opening, stifling. My own tone, microphone, my own song. On my own right and my own wrong. My own masters, I'm my own master. In debt to my own loan. I'm in my own zone. Within my own home. I'm in my own throne. My own skin, no clone. I'm in my own zone. Within my own home. Because the next fly blown, look for me in a cyclone. Microphone, my own song, my own skin, no clone. And that still be once the foreigners are long gone. Oh, shio, to my knees, J. Bravo, Bravo. Plenty much gratitude for this collabo. Yeah, it's been a long time since Greensville broke stock. Yet we did that. And the ancestors said to fuck some shit up. So here we are. Check it out. Is it the Great Reset or the Great Awakening? Great America or make America great again? Zombie apocalypse or a space invasion from an alien, or is it enemy or a fake friend? Artificial intelligence and clones are scriptural. Is it miracle or a spell cast magic ritual? Is it religion or is the path spiritual? Is the class Pan African but status aboriginal? I'm not here to debate or be argumentative.
Not here to debate. I'll be argumentative.
A little bit of common sense to dictate we are innocent. Their intent is to slip the start up.
Yeah, that was a comedy thing I was looking at, but I don't think the audience, I think it was a heckler.
As if they swift with our children who's being robbed of their fifth. Human trafficking, child sacrifice, adrenochrome, corrupt government in position to defend its own. You part of the resistance for sure. They gon' send a drone for a lot, fact checking, but I been in a zone since I been home. Been on some let's chat down, Babylon, Jericho, whatever name you give it, but let's rally on. With or without you, I'm still gon' tally on. They say this is the end time, so I'ma in the finale strong. Social media got you foolish, been a metaverse. Before the earth fully heals, it's gon' get hella worse. Got to be the living word, cut out that dead letter cursor. When you spit into existence, manifest a better version. The light of the full moon, you'll soon see. Tunnel shield, full blown, a black sun. Pour dome down on these Moline worshippers. Burglars of the internal furniture of the temple of the grand furbisher. Elijah was the precursor. Y'all didn't hear him though. Instead, y'all condemned him as if he were a criminal. Whether mothership or motherwick, we back with a vengeance. Return of the ancient ones, American engine operation, Mockingbird.
Return of the ancient ones, American engines, real ones. Yo, what's going on, y'all? What's happening? I like to see people come in and shout. I know it's Sunday and some people got to go and get their religion or whatever. So I guess some of the new age trolls or the algorithm or I don't give a damn about people coming over laughy face or wherever. Yeah, it's not my problem. It's not my loss. I don't care where you end up at. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is the tribe, my people. My people can also include the nethers, the others. But they can never be the tribe. But they can damn sure be. So do yourself a favor when you come across in your little basement or in your place or in your job, or because you're digging up your nose, scratching your nuts, or whatever it is you're doing, or you just did something retarded to somebody, or you think you're a comedian, but you are not standing on a stage. Save your energy, okay? That's what you need to do. Save that energy because you're going to need it. It doesn't bother me one bit. I just look at it and say, well, there goes another stupid one. So if you choose to stay stupid, remain stupid. I am not a content creator. I am not here for the views. I am here for those people who can make sense of things. To make sense of things. Everybody has a choice. If you feel like you know what Lucifer is, because some people are bothered by the name, it's just a so-called name. I mean, there's more to it, but it shouldn't matter. What should matter to those, first of all, those of you that's having an issue, that means you don't even know who you are. That means you have an issue with self, because All drama starts outside of self. Yet you come over here because you believe, you think, you believe, you know. And when it's obviously you don't. When it's obvious you don't. What is knowing? What is knowing? Let's go ahead and pull it up. So that way we can get beyond all the dummies. Well, look up the definition. How's that? Forget the meaning, because most people can't even interpret the meaning. Showing or suggesting that one has knowledge or awareness, just to throw that in, that is secret or known to only a few people. So that means the majority of you come here not knowing a goddamn thing. How about the fact that I broke down the etymology of God, and then I expressed in y'all's religious dichotomy what it alludes to when I said, for ye are gods, as it's stated, and you won't even acquiesce that. So, ergo, 3 generations under me are destroyed. They're already talking about Generation X Alpha or Alpha X. You cannot make up the fact that people run around talking about, or Z or whatever it's called. I am not an X generation. I utilize that to wake people up to something else, but I don't think I would, as usual, 98% didn't get it. What I've known is the less intelligent of the species are fervent in their state of stasis, whatever that may be, however you're stuck. I've already expressed to you the breakdown of well, you can allude it to a clam mussel or you know, a clam mussel or an oyster if you want, but you know, real stress and pressure, you know, like a crab or a lobster, a caterpillar spinning a cocoon. Under pressure, it must evolve because it gets larger, and then it must come out, and after it molts its silken cave or tomb, whatever it is you might call it in your gloomy state. It is no more than a big blanket. And then it must come out and it must flap its wings and pump its belly in order to release the sustenance for it to grow and harden, to take flight for a very short time, but to show its beauty and its and all its glamour and its majestics and its majesty or its majestic being, excuse me. I am not drinking or eating, y'all. You see, I got my water and an apple, but I'm going to fight till about 5 or 6 o'clock. It's rough. I have to do it. Most of the food today doesn't sit right with me. I would say 98%. No allergen. Just 98% of the food doesn't sit right with this body. You come here and you think that you go unscathed. Somebody, again, misinterpreted what I meant by 2 weeks or 1 week. 1 week before the next guy who's got 2 weeks. And if I give you a day before the guy's got a week before the guy's got 2 weeks. And you can interpret that however you choose. But I can guarantee you things are happening. I asked y'all to look up the numbers so you can convince yourself of suicides. And you chose not to because your base is fear. And yet I said, let fear fear itself. And you believe you know me. See, the conundrum in that, you believe. I'll do what you can't do. Well, I can just give you my semantics on it, but let's pull up the definition of believe. To what the idiots say it means. Accept. First of all, let's pull up accept. Because a lot of you think you know, and you don't know shit. The action of consenting to receive or undertake something offered doesn't mean you know. Doesn't mean that you, based upon knowing, accept it. Let me read that to you again. The action. That's like going in notarization, signing your name on a bill that's not really a bill, but to fleece you. The action of consenting. You consent. Let's look up consent. Well, we'll go back. I know some of you, you know everything. So those of you who know everything, you don't have to be here. Please, just don't go. Consent. A verb. Give permission for something to happen. Give permission for something to happen. So when you accept the action of consenting to receive or undertake something offered, doesn't mean that it was guaranteed to be offered, but doesn't mean that it was meant for you. So to believe is to accept. By consenting, something is true. To feel sure of the truth, to feel, let's go up and feel. Something a lot of you should do, but you just don't. Okay? That's a verb again. Okay? Be aware of a person or object. Through touching or being touched, she felt someone touch her shoulder. Does it mean it's a good touch or a bad touch? I don't know. You give consent to that. You've accepted it, right? In the narrative of belief, right? So, accept something as true. Feel sure of the truth of. Feel it's accepting. Doesn't mean that it is. Knowing. Showing or suggesting that one has knowledge or awareness that is secret or known to only a few people. So when you start using these words, right, there's a database for this. So again, you don't know me. You accept me on the basis of what I state and what I profess. When I say those things, 1 week, 1 day, a week, 2 weeks, or whatever, if it applies, well, that's power in itself. What is power? So that you can get a clearer understanding, because some of y'all are wrought with fear and ignorance. And I'm only showing something, and I'm giving you examples. Okay? So power. The ability to do something or act in a particular way, especially as a faculty or quality. The quality is the fact of my faculty being together and knowing that I control the narrative. I have no ego, nothing to stroke. I know you're looking at the thumbnail, and what does it all have to do with? Well, see, some of you have ADHD, and that's super ADHD, or hyper, if you want to call it that, HADH, all right? I'm stating a fact based on the fact that you give consent and the knowledge of belief, of knowing that you accept. I control the narrative. I control a lot more. Let's look at control, okay? This is all laid out beforehand, so don't worry, it is. I actually wrote a lot of stuff down this time because I figured that some of you are hyper intuitively dumb. So, the power to influence or direct people's behavior or the course of events. 1 day, a week, 2 weeks. Staff throttling. Mark Zuckerberg getting questioned again for the Instagram, which I told you all these are the same. And the fact that he is a government agent, you have a hard time accepting that. Yet you look at me as if you know me, thinking that we're one and the same. Far from it. And when I say everyone has a choice, do you with that choice? I did write that down. I was going to explain it just as is because I don't think it's a big phenomenon, but an act of selecting or making a decision when faced with two or more possibilities, yet you don't have no clue about what the possibility may be. So here's the possibility. This is all a thing that may happen or be the case. There was always the possibility that he might be turned down. The state of or fact of being likely or possible. Likelihood. A thing that may be chosen or done out of several possibilities. Alternatives. as in one possibility is to allow all firms to participate. So what's that facultas unpopulabilitas? I am not dissuaded, or nor am I dissuading anyone to say what they say, but don't do it thinking you know what you're talking about on your low vibration or frequency, and very low. Don't think because you've accepted in your narrow-mindedness based upon your ill-begotten choice, to which you know nothing, that you have an idea by the script that has been laid in your life. Because most of you claim in religious dichotomies, right? You're not religious at all. You don't even walk in your so-called religion. So do yourself a favor before you become the worst of the hypocrites you are, and further choose for me to influence how you move and how you exist. Take the time to actually learn something. Now, what I want to say is, you know, I follow that cereal made by Master Ace, Master P, and who's the Snoop? What's that pop thing? And they didn't have it in Walmart and stuff. And I shared this. But what the response that I was expecting from these highly intellectual people was, what's in it? Well, let's take a look and see what's in the cereal. Now, see, now I opened up 6 new freaking things. I'm not going to scroll back 100 to pull it up. It's from last week. Oh boy. Let's see if they're going to hide it. Because you know it's called Snoop cereal, right? Okay. And of course they want to hide it. Anyway, I was actually going to buy a box to read the ingredients. What should that tell you a lot? That should express you when you put in. Hold on, let me change it. Change is always good. So, Broadest Foods makes their cereal. So whenever you put in or ask what ingredients are in it, the first thing that should pop up are the ingredients. But seeing as, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Oh, I can go ahead and find it. I'm going to sit here and waste my time. You can find it and you can share it in the group. I don't care. I would never eat the garbage because that's exactly what it is. I'm going to get to a point. The point shall be made. Okay? For those who are having a very hard time because you probably buy it for your children, or you eat it your damn self because you're stupid. Yes, you eat it because you're stupid. First of all, it is not organic. I already know it's a sweetened multi-grain cereal, and multi-grains are not good for you, especially in a cereal form that has been processed, deeply processed. It's not like cold-pressed olives, because, you know, real olives are very hard. So what they do is they soak it in brine. Did y'all know that? Yeah, I've been to an olive in Italy. And Morocco. Morocco's got some of the best out in the dang desert. Those olives are the most fabulous. And I got to eat one and thought I was going to lose my teeth. And my teeth, I bite with my front teeth and crack ice. I take walnuts and yes, Brazil nuts and crack with my teeth. And this olive was so hard, but it was so delicious. So what they do is they collect them all, now with machines, sadly, and they put them in a very 1 to 3 brine, which softens them, and they depit, or they leave the pit in if you choose. Even the garlic they use is not the same you buy in the store over here, or the pimento. See, a lot of people don't know this stuff. Yet this cereal right here is pure garbage. Now, why do I say that? Well, let's go ahead and pull this up. So, Snoop Dogg has a red wine. I actually purchased it, never drank it. Some people came here, wanted to drink it. I let them drink it. The bottle was somewhere around here. I actually held on to it. But they're coming out with a new drink called Indigo Gin. Indigo. Surprisingly, I knew nothing of this drink. Somebody shared it to me and says, Red, you don't worry about this drink. And I was like, I heard that he was talking about it because, they had the rainbow cat who should be locked up, with his Ciroc and everything, which he didn't create. The first thing to my mind was the collaboration. It's not just Snoop Dogg. Matter of fact, it's Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. Let me, I really want you to pay attention to this. That rainbow faggot Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre dupe fans with new gin and juice video. 5.9%, 5.9%. It ain't 3 point something like usual, right? Alcohol beverage was prominently featured towards the end of the teaser. We saw Dre and Snoop dressed in black suits. Y'all can look that up for yourself, okay? I'm not watching that goofy ass video. And you need to know, Eminem, that racist, he supports it. For those who are very unaware. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg's Eminem is a very racist individual. Anyway, we knew that back when he came out with some of the lyrics. Anyway, this is the manipulation of the generations. Smoking weed and drinking. Like we need more alcohol. Well, I don't see either one of them owning 1,000 acres, telling the brothers and sisters, we're going to build some trade schools to teach you how to build a home, and we're going to show you, we're going to teach you how to fly. We're going to have pilots come in who are like you, who own Cessnas, and we're going to buy 5 or 6 more, and we're going to employ our own oil and gas refinery. Yeah, I don't see any of these billionaires doing any of that. I see them stuck. We already know, it's well known, at least, I always knew, that the big knucklehead walking around with his fat dreads as if he's some ancient when he's not, he's been lied to, is a Satanist now. Y'all call him Hove. And I told y'all about that Jehovah nonsense and Yahweh and everything else, and Yahweh. But you don't want to listen to me. You still want to listen to these people who are fractured in their decision, in their ideology or narrative or understanding, to which they still don't know nothing. It's not beating no one down. For the real researchers will find these things. And if I sit here and I share these things with you, you would expect people to pick up on it and take that and run with it. Now, I'm not going to give the usual smackdown because of people's supreme ignorance and arrogant ignorance, mind you. And I would advise y'all not to do no mushrooms to get your, brains firing right. I don't like calling them gatekeepers. Somebody that keeps the gate would keep the gate of a good place. But these so-called gatekeepers keep the lie going. I want to know, what are y'all doing for the youth? I talk to them every time. Whenever they see me, so, Jen, what do you think about? I always turn around and ask them. And I will answer. I says, well, what do you think about it, young man? I don't believe me being the source for your inquisitive quandary should be responded to right yet. I need to know, what do you think? Then maybe I can benefit you instead of you saying, okay, I like what he said, I'm accepted. No, you have a choice. What do you think? And then they pretty much get real and they say, well, I like the music. First thing I do is I stop them right there. I intercede. I say, why? I like what they're saying. What are they saying that you like? It's the beat. That 440, 808A. Nothing healthy about it. Unbeknownst to them, it's breaking down their quadriceps, everything. It's breaking down their fiber. They're unaware. Their process of thought. I says, well, you wearing that song, there are other things being expressed through frequencies that you can't hear because you're not in tune with yours to be able to muffle theirs out. Well, what do you mean, Red, Mr. James? What I am saying is they are intentionally polluting you. It's like you're standing in a room or sitting in a car with a hose from the exhaust into the window taped. And you're sitting there and you're going to sleep. Wow. I was like, yeah, that's the response I always get too, you know? I says, whatever happened to you singing your own song? I can't sing. Well, who said you can't? Entertainment? The fact that they go through all that voice training, majority of them don't even write their own music. That music is a form of manipulation. And you see how it affects y'all. Every one of y'all I see walking around is walking around with my culture on your back. Every one of you. Not saying it doesn't belong to others. I am just pointing out something that most people never pay attention to because the system has utilized us to pervert the masses, the frauds. So yes, I heard about Monique on Shay Shay. Just know this, you have a lot of Negroes out here who are going to turn around. The majority in ignorance, but then so knowing they're doing this. And they're going to say, oh, that's to shun and to quiet you up. That's another tactic. And yeah, what you do to them, you tell them to shut the fuck up. Let me tell you something. See, right now you're at the cusp of Jannah and Hava. You are at this light and dark, and the war is real. Most of you are going to accept. You're susceptible. You're going to accept because you're susceptible, again, based on ignorance, not knowledge, not knowing. But yes, it's susceptible. That yes, that's what it is. You're going to blah, 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 sound like a fucking retard. A lot of you are. Because, no, there's a battle on because in hindsight, you can't fucking see it. Everything, because it's been picked from your inception, has been pitted against you, that when light comes along, there can be something, not light at the end of the tunnel, but something in the way to keep you from falling into another hole and move out of the way or move that obstacle. Some of you are going to sit there rattling on like the rest of the imbeciles because you believe you have a choice. How can you have a choice when you don't know how to make one? How can you have a choice when you don't even know how to make one? How can you have a choice when you don't know how to make one? And therefore, ergo, you don't even know what a choice is. So, hold on. It's a notification I was waiting on, that's all. I would love to hear that answer. Now, some of you will beat your drums. I'm nigga Tarzan in the jungle. And instead of actually paying attention. Monique has been going through this over a decade with the likes of Oprah and all these other bastards. And though you see them when somebody speaks on it because they're being affected by it, because one thing, I went to one of Monique's shows back in the day, and she just loves to see people laughing. She's like the big mamas a lot of you never had, when all the women will call everybody baby. See, most of these new age niggas don't understand that. Why is she calling him baby? I've heard that several times. Talking about down low Huey with his old homosexual ass. And that's exactly what it is. I don't care. Oh, he's been some of them PDD parties and stuff you don't know about. All right. I don't want to hear about he married with babies. I don't want to hear none of that stuff. Nixon already cried on that one. All those married men in politics talking about Bohemian Grove. He said he couldn't stand it. There was so much faggotry going on there. I'm just saying what the man said. You can look it up yourself. He was just there to seal the deal, make sure the silver and gold was removed, finalized for these Turks, these Gujars who want to call themselves Jews, okay? And then they gave him the 75,000, I forget the number, Watergate. These niggas been fleecing millions. And then they always talking about the same bastards talking about we're $33 trillion in debt. How say so? Or how so? Who's in debt? The U.S., the Vatican, that fake king and queen, D.C. Because the people here, we ain't create that shit. This is all propaganda, and these niggas, everybody keep following. When people like Monique has been saying from the get up about these dirty fucks, Bernie Mac as well. A number of them. John Witherspoon. We know he was part of the gambit because he was back in the day doing the Mac and all that stuff. Oh, y'all didn't know that he was, man, John Witherspoon been around doing Hollywood and shit for a long time. But he was the quiet one. He will let you know he just wasn't with some shit. But he wasn't saying nothing against it. See, these niggas is part of the problem. Those are the false gatekeepers, the problem of the people. And because most people won't speak up and say nothing, but always talking about, just like I had a friend of mine, ex-military, with his wife, when homeboy swung the chair on dude, right? And dude swam across the river. And he said, no, that was real. He was trying to get off the boat to get some. He was about to jump in the water to swim, but they pulled up. He ran off. It was 100% real, but you have these goofy niggas that y'all call themselves all Indians now saying orthodox. I'm tired of some of you using the word orthodox because some of you niggas ain't orthodox to shit because you don't even respect it. I'm not here to say we all Indian shit. We all belong here, but not every one of us is from here. Bottom fucking line. When the shit broke off, this is where the fuck we was. When something came through, this is where we made our stand. When we fell, this is where the fuck we fell in our sleep. Many of our towns drowned. Many of our people murdered because all the garrisons and everybody weren't together. Because many of the people were subjugated to poisoning, sitting at dinner tables. See, this is a story not told. Now, if you want to have that conversation, you want to do that research, and you want to find that truth, then you fucking do it. Remember, I'm not really a content creator, and I'm damn sure not here to have big numbers. The people behind this that throttle shit, they don't have long at all. The beautiful thing is they've been created as such to be as stupid that when fear does breach upon them, there'll be no one to turn to, nowhere to run. I said I was going to come in and read, and that's what I meant to do. Yet, some of you never fail me, and I love it. You broach upon things. It's not put in the setup. I just have it on StreamYard so that way you can see it. All right, because I got to go into monetize it, because they want to mess with views and everything. I've got several screenshots of me uploading videos, right? This is how funny it is. And it has 26 likes and 3 views. Somebody didn't believe me, a person that should shoot with me, that I could see who watches. And I showed him. He's like, oh, shit, you really can see. I was like, yeah, I saw that you came in a couple times. How come you ain't supporting her brother? Man, I got the baby. I'll shut up, man. And then I showed him. I said, you remember that red dot you sold me? I said, you know, I want to beat you up, But you're gonna pay me back for that, bro. Because you thought you got over it. Like it was gonna be all right because you were hanging around the meth heads. I told him just like this, and I don't advocate violence. I'll kill you. You in my house right now. I said I'll pick you up and slam you on your. No advocating violence. I was giving a narration, and ain't nothing you can do about it. He just looked at me. I says, yes, brother. Okay, I said, don't make no excuses. Don't say nothing. I'd appreciate it. Don't ever try that with me again. Everybody else go right ahead. You have a choice. You chose wrong. Every day I look at videos of war. No, real videos. It doesn't faze me. Don't you go looking at it. I shared it in my SMS chat. And them niggas don't say nothing. They just sit there. Yeah. Anywho, right? Well, I love my brothers. Don't get it twisted, but I wish they stop being cowardice about some things. Address some shit. Because see, what you need to know is everything that I am speaking on doesn't have to happen. Oh, duh, we all know that. Then what the fuck are you doing to make it not happen? What are you speaking or saying other than what the fuck you like? Outside of yourselves, what the fuck are you saying to make change in this world you call your home? Your home is bigger than this. But again, what the fuck are you saying to everyone the fuck else? What are you saying in the neighborhoods? See, let me see if I can pull him up and see what he found. Tribe Biz, Ro Blackman. Our beloved brother went to find out what the fuck was going on. I've been heard from him. It doesn't mean that he hasn't said nothing, but you know, they're throttling, whatever you fuck you want to call it. They're messing with stuff, right? Yeah. I'll get to the bottom of that and we'll address it, okay? Remember, I believe I did say appreciate the donation because why did it just pop down on here? I think that was like a day or two ago. Anyway, right. So just to let you know again in case I didn't. There's a lot of things going on. I hope y'all enjoyed the video of me putting together the lower. Yeah, I could do the intricate part, but it wouldn't be monetized. At least on that one, if you lazy motherfuckers would watch the goddamn ads, it actually would pay for itself, and I wouldn't have to put up no cash fucking app. But because you motherfuckers are so goddamn egregious, oh, I'm not gonna be that. I'm that big brother that you wouldn't want in your motherfucker if you wanted to go out in the prom dressed like a hoochie mama, or nigga, if you wanted to go out there with a whole bunch of drugs in your pocket, I'd probably take you in the backyard and fuck you up. So I'm that big brother that's gonna tell you what the fuck you need to hear compared to what you want to fucking hear. Some of you niggas is pathetic. I don't want to put a cash app up on this motherfucker because y'all are pathetic. The ones who help, nothing but love and respect. The ones who sit on the sideline, I ain't giving shit. Fuck you. That's what I got to say to you. You take it personal. Voice your opinion. Say something. Say something. Find out how it really fucking works. I am tired of all this shit. I'm tired of niggas not knowing how to listen. I'm tired of monkeys on Facebook and Instagram coming over here not saying shit, taking a little information, running over there because I see you all the fucking time. Instead of coming in here being respectful, sit your ass still and comment, hey, yeah. Because I'm seeing people build platforms and talking about some of this shit. Fuck Rod Hayes. Rod Hayes ain't shit. Fuck that goofy nigga. Fuck all them dumb motherfuckers. See, them motherfuckers will drive you motherfuckers with all their intelligence into a dark place. They ain't doing shit to uplift you in a place in a way that should be. They're being very condescending and disrespectful. I'm pointing out basic factors, simple things they can bring together. And they don't make a bank account where you can donate and put money in. You probably follow those out of Africa or those, not out of Africa, but those esoteric motherfucking Moorish doctrine motherfuckers and this, that, and the other without knowing what the fuck you doing. I'm not asking you to do none of that. I'm asking you to walk the fuck with me. I'm not crying and pleading for you motherfuckers. I care about you. I love you. But you don't even know what the fuck love is. So how could you respect it? So therefore, ergo, you have no respect for yourself. So what makes you think that I'm going to sit here and be all willy-nilly and all that nice to you? I'm already pleasant enough, motherfuckers. I've given you more tea than you can fucking accept. Hell, you're not even looking it up. You're not even able to comprehend and rationalize it. Look how I chase little motherfucking monkeys off. I'm not here because I want everybody to fucking come. It's not the last thing I want. Remember, I only seek the few. I think you forgot that. That's the problem when you're still stuffing your body full of shit. How many motherfuckers you know can turn their eyes this way and that way? Nah, fuck all the goofy cross-eyed and one-eyed bullshit and moving around. How many of y'all want you to gain control over yourself, your emotions and your feelings, to get rid of the derivatives of bullshit and employ the real ones? How many of them are doing that? No, when I started talking about frequency, nobody else was talking about frequency other than the bullshit, what do you call it? Pan-African, Pan-Indian bullshit. That was that bullshit frequency talk. But they were not showing you. And when I was talking about meditation, I was always saying there's things to reset. I wasn't talking about going to a deep, dark place where you don't know how to come back from, because that can fuck your sleep patterns up and everything. I express that, especially when you don't know how to do it. Isn't knowing based upon you accepting the relevance to it once you do it? And isn't that how it's supposed to work? That you not only seen the tangible side, you got to experience something a little different. The majority of you motherfuckers haven't experienced shit. Oh, it's some pain and pain. Oh, fuck your pain. Everybody's going through some painful fucking shit. Now go talk to the motherfucking woman whose 3 kids were stolen away, or the dumb bitch that drove her kids off a cliff, right? And go talk to that man. Or talk to those of us who were about killed damn near for 6 years. Talk to those motherfuckers who got wounds from war, missing limbs. Talk to the families who were just eating breakfast and they're obliterated, stains or burnt markings on the wall. Go talk to those relatives. Talk to the motherfucker and say something to the motherfucker that knows what's going on but ain't doing nothing about it. I don't want to hear about no motherfucking more boo-hoo the fucking who. I pitied the 3 bodies I saw chopped up when I went to New York to pick up all them pounds of weed that time. I pitied them when I walked away. It didn't bother me. I seen shit. I done poked bodies that popped and the stench was in my fucking hair and clothes. Mama went crazy on me. God damn, who a dead body? What you? And I couldn't even get the smell off of me. Tomato sauce or nothing. It was in my hair. It wasn't even that funky in there. But the belly was swole up and the body started, and I poked the belly in Newark, New Jersey. I poked the belly and it went, and that shit came out. We threw up everywhere. We ran up out there. The cops ran up in there. We was stinking like how the fuck, what? Me, Rafiq, and a couple other Samir, we was fucked up. And I was a youngin'. I had to go to school. The other was fine. I wasn't really in the stinker stage then. So, boo the fucking who. What are y'all doing for these motherfuckers out here who've been lied to and aligned with bullshit by these worthless motherfucking entertainers? Sports, all the way down. Are you aware that the NHL and all them motherfuckers are getting on the side of thinking they could stop the Second Amendment, unarm you? What is wrong with you motherfuckers? See, things are changing. Some of those perversions, those faggots, some of those homosexuals, they're going to, that's the word that we use when we were growing up, never no harm. That's the word they use. Why they want you to be, they rich, they see you less than. But you motherfuckers still want to fight amongst each other. You still want to act like you're big, this and that. You still want to sit there and think you know what the fuck you're doing, huh? bunch of fake ass Turk motherfuckers. And it ever make you wonder why the Turks want to fuck with the very motherfuckers who are helping us fight the ISIS motherfuckers created by the goddamn fake ass CIA and all them government agencies, just like the motherfucking Mossad was created by that fake ass Jew leader. Oh yeah, you didn't know that, huh? Fucking Turks. When they was fighting the PPK, the Kurds, disrespecting them, because it's even the people in Turkey aren't even the real fucking people. Their plight on civilization. Their plight on everybody's motherfucking land. And here, you have a chance to make a fucking difference, but you choose not to. You choose to continue to embark on listening to these goofy motherfuckers and fight one another in ignorance. I've said enough. Fucking hour. See y'all in a couple hours. We will be reading. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not eating. I'm not drinking. I'm just completely dry. See y'all in about 2 hours. Hit the notification if you want to hear the reading. Got catching up to do. I was supposed to go to the range and a bunch of shit today. I chose otherwise. See, I have a choice. Y'all are still that important. The day you become unimportant is the day you won't see me on here.